when you pledge allegiance to the flag, what are you pledging your allegiance to? And I remember the first time I did this was in first grade. With that being said, right, you could look at it as you're giving your thanks to the land of the free. You're giving your thanks to people who join the military or America, whatever, right? But looking beyond it, beyond the surface level of awareness, we're giving thanks to human trafficking. We're giving thanks to cannibalism. We're giving thanks to the trafficking of our minds. We're giving thanks to the harvesting of our energy. We're giving thanks to the indoctrination of our kids and ourselves. We're giving thanks to the mental enslavement of our reflections. We're giving thanks to our ego. Basically, we're giving thanks to our suffering. And with that, I'm going to be getting into 4th of July. This is a video that I've been meaning to make, but I had some issues with my YouTube channel. I got it fixed up. But 4th of July, right? Let's think about the things that families may participate in. Not including myself, but let's say for the average human American. Okay. So first off, first off, you may have a cookout. You may have a barbecue. And with that, you may be having sausages, hamburgers, you may have veggies. I mean, pork loins, ribs, fish, whatever the case may be. Right. So eating red meats is a satanic ritual in itself, because the only difference that you make between you and that cow, or what you think is a cow, because majority of cows have human DNA in it, and many other strands of DNA when you actually get the burger. There was a study that you got over 2,000 strands of DNA, or 1,000 strands of DNA in that one burger. So I mean, imagine what that does to your hormones. Anyways, so we're participating in, or the average American is already participating in cannibalism and Satanism, right? And Luciferianism too, because we're practicing a holiday. For what? Then you get into, what are we talking about, right? Families get together, talk about past events, past moments, catching up, gossiping, idol worship, sports, ball worship. We're talking about just ignorant shit that does not better ourselves. We're not calling out who touched who. We're not saying, oh, this person is doing these drugs. We're not creating interventions for them. We're not getting family therapy, which if you believe in that, we're not just wanting better for each other. There's still a level of comparison. There's still a level of ego that thinks that this person is better than this person is better than this person, or whatever the case may be. You feel what I'm saying? And then what is family being when this family is holding a mask to what they think a family should be? Mother, mother, father, father, cousin, cousin, brother, brother, sister, sister, so on and so forth. Roles to play. And that's just so crazy to me, because it's normalized to push under the rug someone touching this person. And like I was just saying, molestations, abuse, all these things, it's normal to cover that up. Why is it normal to cover that up? You wouldn't like that if that shit was done to you, or your son, or your daughter. Crazy to me. Then next, you may be watching sports, ball worship, like we said. You may be watching sports, you may be watching TV shows, just programming. Look up Project Mockingbird. This shit is made to brainwash you through your allowance. And then we get into fireworks, right? We are watching chaotic energies within the sky, bombs, if you will, blow up in the sky, right? We're watching false light. Basically, it's mocking our higher selves. It's mocking our intelligence. It's mocking our mind. Because basically, the sky would be our mind. The sky would be the infinite energy of source within yourself, within your mind. By them putting this false light up there, pretty lights, whatever, right? This is no different than them putting an idol in front of your face. This is no different than them putting a politician in front of your face. This is no different than a parent allowing their child to have a tablet and look up to a streamer or a content creator or an influencer. There's reasons why they're called an influencer. They're there to influence your mind, your child's mind, your children's mind, and even adults too. It doesn't really matter what age you are. And with that too, the whole Independence Day thing, you have no independence besides the independence that you give to yourself through your daily actions. If you do not create that independence for yourself, the system is going to do it for you by harvesting your energy. And I had another point that I wanted to cover too. This country is not a country. This country is a corporation created by Freemasonry. Go back. I mean, you will find Freemason symbols on slave shackles. You will find Freemasonry way back in Egyptian schools of mystery. There's so much symbolism, and that's an occult too. There's no difference between that and this. They don't even have a name. It's just a consciousness. It's just a consciousness. Why is it that we need to be underground and talk about knowledge? Why? What's there to hide? For the betterment of society, why are you hiding this knowledge? Oh, because you want control over society. Yeah, I see. That's why when you see a pyramid, basically to me, a pyramid is like, I believe it's in the, what form of Freemasonry is it? I forget. But there's degrees within Freemasonry, and you have basically, there's this image, I think it's Scottish Rite Freemasonry. It shows an image of stairs going up, right? You remember that challenge with the milk carton challenge or the milk basket challenge where you stack up baskets and you climb it up. Bro, we're climbing up degrees of Freemasonry and you don't even know it. The average human being practices Freemasonry and they're not even affiliated. But yet through their actions, through their silent consent, through their choices, through what they, like I just said, choose to be silent on, you're a Freemason, you're an agent. You will defend the system. With your life, I can't say that. But you will defend your system. You will defend the system that gave you hope, that gave you false idols because you don't know yourself. And going back to what I was saying, I forgot my thought. But even so okay, I got it. With Freemasonry, this shit goes beyond time. Babylon is America. There's no difference. History repeats itself time and time again. Why? Because it's a never-ending script to harvest your consciousness. That's why it's called his story. Because it's the ego story. It's the ego story of what it wants to be comfortable within. But you are so infinite, you are so vast that there had to be a government to harvest your energy, by the way. But there's a government for a reason. And all these movies, all these documentaries, all these TV shows, from what I've seen so far, they all tell the same story. There is nothing new under the sun. Nothing new can be created underneath the sun. It is all just different, distorted versions of the same programming. And 4th of July is no different. If you celebrate 4th of July, If you celebrate 4th of July, if you shoot off fireworks, I mean, I'm not saying you can't. I'm saying, not saying for you to do anything, because that would be occultism. But I'm just saying, be aware of what you're doing. If you're being belligerent, I don't even know how to say that. But if you're being unaware with what you're doing, you are no better than the politician who is trafficking a kid. You are no better than the average American citizen. And I mean, look, man, you're just gonna come back to what you practice every single day. That's all I got for this video. Peace.